Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day and just what's going on with this film. We're going to talk about some things I'm concerned about, what I'm excited about with this movie, and just everything Spider-Man Brand New Day in this video. As you guys can see, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Got my hoodie on here, man. I'm all ready to go, baby. But listen, before we start talking about Spider-Man, I need you guys to drop a like because it would mean the world to me. But more importantly, subscribe. We're so close to hitting 500 subscribers. Please, guys, please, I'm dying to hit it. And also 1,000. But listen, we got to take it one step at a time. But guys, Spider-Man Brand New Day. We're in the end game now. We're post Super Bowl, which I'm going to be talking about because we got some Super Bowl stuff to talk about here. And I just think it's time to talk about this film and just what's been going on with the marketing, where it even is. And again, things I'm concerned about. Things that I'm excited for with this movie. Damn, this damn sweatshirt keeps moving on me. But listen, I want to start off by talking about one thing. I have no idea why they did not release a Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer during the Super Bowl. In my opinion, that is such an awful business move because of multiple reasons. First of all, it's going to be the obvious one of the Super Bowl garners a lot of hype for you. There are millions upon millions upon millions, tens and tens and tens of millions of Americans watching, and that just gets you so much attention. From there, this was an extremely weak Super Bowl trailer lineup, so you would have stood out like a sore thumb in the best way possible. It's all anybody would have been talking about. Would it have cost you 8 to 10 million? Yeah. But either way, that is tenfold going to be worth your investment without question. Without question. From there, it's one of these things where we've known for a couple of weeks now that there's a trailer ready because it leaked on Twitter. Was it very blurry? Sure, whatever you want to say. But we know they have a trailer and they didn't drop it during the Super Bowl. Now, for those of you that don't know, this movie drops in July. Let's look at the past 2 Super Bowls. What trailers have dropped? 2024. Deadpool and Wolverine drops its first trailer. When does that movie come out? Late July. Basically the same exact day. I think it's 1 day off or 2 days off of Spider-Man Brand New Day. If we look back to 2025, listen, James Gunn was taking a big swing with Superman, and maybe it wasn't worth it to put all that money into a Super Bowl ad. But they still promoted Superman at the Puppy Bowl, which is alongside the Super Bowl. And also with Crypto being there and being a character, it's thematically relevant. But this is my concern. Spider-Man Brand New Day drops at the end of July. February is the perfect time to be dropping information about this movie, to be dropping a full trailer. But we have nothing. And for some reason, this is what's really bothering me. They are forcing so much marketing on Avengers Doomsday, but that movie does not come out for a year. 11 months. A year. Why are we putting 4 trailers out for Avengers Doomsday and a poster and all this other stuff, but not even a lick of information for our big titular hero who's having a movie come out in July? What are we doing? And it doesn't make sense to me. One thing I want to make clear, Spider-Man Brand New Day is a lock for $1 billion. Let me just make that very clear. It is a lock for $1 billion. But this is the thing. If you get a Super Bowl ad, because keep in mind, there's probably a lot of casual people that don't know there's a Spider-Man movie coming out this summer. That's a realistic thing. You know why? There's been not a drop of marketing. So your casual fan probably has no idea there's even a movie coming out. And when I say casual, I mean like dads, stuff like that. But still, that's where you get your money from general audiences. I just don't think it makes any sense. And it's frustrating. All this marketing to Doomsday, but not with Spider-Man Brand New Day. And like I was just saying, I think this movie's a lock for $1 billion, but it could have been even higher than that. This movie is going to be a smash hit no matter what. But if you release a trailer during the Super Bowl, I think it's the difference between a smash hit and a nuclear hit. If you get the ball rolling at the right time with the right promotion, you strike while the iron's hot, that's when you get things going. But they didn't even drop a poster. We have nothing. And this movie comes out in 5 months? Guys, what are we doing? Everybody loves Spider-Man. And that's the thing. Because during the Super Bowl, we're watching trailers for The Mandalorian and Grogu. Nobody cares about The Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm just going to be straight up. A lot of people are going to see that. They're going to watch it and say, okay, and never think about it ever again. Do you know how many people would watch a Spider-Man ad and immediately get glued to the screen? And again, I understand the idea that even if people find out about the movie in May, maybe they'll go see it. But it's about building hype early. Why are you doing so much Avengers Doomsday stuff? You're skipping over Spider-Man No Way Home or Brand New Day. Just to not drop a trailer in the Super Bowl? Literally blows my mind. Moving on from there, though, what's been going on with this movie? Quite honestly, not all that much. And again, that's kind of what concerns me. We've been hearing little drops and hints about all these like characters that are apparently going to be like montaging throughout this. Some guy with like an 8-ball as a head. Apparently there's going to be all these crazy, weird heroes or villains in here, that he's going to be fighting. Again, like a montage style. That would be pretty cool. Punisher is going to be in here. Jon Bernthal. How that ties in, I don't know, but I'm excited to see. Hulk is going to be in here. Admittedly, I'm not a big Hulk guy whatsoever, but I still am pretty excited. And another reason that I really would have a lot of hope for this movie is because of the director, Mr. Daniel. Because man, did Shang-Chi bang. And I'm going to be real. I am not a fan of the Tom Holland Spider-Man trilogy. Maybe that's a hot take. I just think John Watts, and no disrespect to him, is such an awful director. Like, absolutely sauceless director. They felt like they were made by committee. They felt like they were made by a corporation rather than like someone that actually cares about the character of Spider-Man. Even No Way Home, I'm not the biggest fan of, if I'm going to be completely honest. But with that being said, I do have a lot of hope. The behind the scene like set pictures that we got are pretty awesome. They were filming in like Glasgow or whatever it was up in Europe. And I'm pretty hyped to see what they do with this because it feels like this is going to be truly an open world type of Spider-Man movie where it's going to be New York at his fingertips. We're going to see a bunch of awesome web swinging because from Shang-Chi, we know that this director could cook with fight scenes. So there's absolutely no denying that or cause for concern. This suit, we've already got a new glance at the new suit. It looks awesome. And I'm really excited to see how the whole spell at the end of No Way Home actually ties into this movie. So does nobody know who Peter Parker is? What's going on here with that? Is it going to be like the Tobey Maguire movies where he's like broke and he's trying to like figure his life out? How does Sadie Sink tie into all this with Jean Grey? That's going to be very exciting if she is playing Jean Grey. Maybe she's not. I just think there's a lot of potential for this, especially just in the title. Brand New Day. One thing I will say though, and this is a realistic thing, and it's kind of playing off of what I said in the beginning of this video. Part of me is still trying to get excited for this movie though, just because I have not seen a thing. I didn't watch the leaked trailer on Twitter because I didn't want to. Why would I want to watch a trailer in basically like 180p, which is like awful quality? So it's just one of these things where I'm really trying to get excited, but when we've been given not even a crumb of information, it's pretty tough. I've been hearing things that, the trailer's going to drop like this week or next week. I wouldn't complain about that. But also, if you're going to drop it this week or next week, why didn't you just do it during the Super Bowl? I get it's expensive, but you're Marvel Studios. You have more money than God. You'll be fine. And that would have built so much hype. I think your return on investment would have been tenfold. Seriously. But at the same time, who knows? What else am I excited for in this movie? Man, besides the fact that this is going to be something a bit more grounded, hopefully. I know that Hulk's going to be in here. I don't know who the villain's going to be yet. Is Scorpion coming back? Apparently. I'm excited to see potentially how this ties into Doomsday. Now, listen, I don't want to just be the guy that's like, oh my god, post-credit scenes and where's this going to lead? Because that's insufferable to me. But I am just excited to see why they chose this movie to come out right before Doomsday. There has to be some type of reason. Is this movie going to set him up so where he's going to play a role in Doomsday? Or is he actually not even going to be in Doomsday whatsoever? I guess that's what I'm really excited to see too. One thing too that I want to mention is that even if we ignore Tom Holland's Spider-Man, if Sadie Sink really is playing Jean Grey, what's going on there? Are the X-Men being introduced? Are mutants becoming a thing? Are they becoming popular? Is Damage Control going to come in and try to like fix this? I'm very excited to see what's going to be going on there. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's playing Gwen Stacy. And I'm going to say one thing. I am very proud of Marvel for really having like no leaks with this movie. You know how many hundreds of people are going to be working on Spider-Man Brand New Day? The fact that we haven't heard one thing about who she's going to be is crazy. Like confirmed. Because obviously everyone's saying, oh, Jean Grey, Jean Grey. It's because she has like orange hair. It's because it's just the easy choice. But we don't know that. I'm very excited to see what's happening with her, especially because I love Sadie Sink. I love Stranger Things. So I'm very excited to see, like her in a different role because I haven't really seen her in too much. I've seen her in The Whale and Stranger Things. That's pretty much it. And I feel like this could be another thing to really take her career off in a completely new direction now. Maybe for the next decade of playing Jean Grey, which would be really sick. How does Jean Grey tie into a damn Spider-Man movie? Who knows? But that's kind of why I'm excited because it just seems so random. But again, I feel like you could just kind of feel the energy behind this film already. It's almost like the calm before the storm. I wish the storm started at Super Bowl, but I am still pretty excited. Quite honestly, the MCU has been pretty hit or miss for me recently, which pretty much just goes without saying because it's been hit or miss for everybody. I loved Thunderbolts. I know this is a hot take, but I think Fantastic Four is fine. And even Ironheart I didn't watch. Wonder Man, another hot take, I think is fine. But overall, I am very excited for Brand New Day. I would say I'm through the roof excited as a Spider-Man fan, but I need to just see something, man. Throw me a damn bone, please. But you guys better let me know down in the comments below what you guys are thinking about Spider-Man Brand New Day. It could be anything because there's not even really anything specific to talk about with this movie because we have no information. So let me know your theories. Let me know anything you're excited about. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? What's the box office going to be? Who's going to show up as a little cameo? I'll give a little tease in there, even though I don't care about cameos. I just want a good story. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.